Vincent and Tangela too, and our host Vincent Van Dahl, and he brings it to ya! Creature features, and all creatures, and all creatures! And the creature gonna get you tonight. You better not turn out your bedroom light. He'll grab your head and give it such a bite. You may even die, just from a fright. You ain't nothing gonna be, baby. You ain't nothing gonna be alright. Cause the creature gonna get you, baby. Gonna get you tonight.
Aviation. It's what makes aeroplanes and human flight possible. What?
Nothing.
Welcome to Creature Features. I'm your host, Vincent. With me is the lovely and deadly Miss Tangela, as well as the overbearing and opinionated Mr. Livingston. And have we a most incredible program in store for you? For tonight we shall have an aviation-themed show tailored specifically for your viewing pleasure.
With a dinosaur film?
Yes, why?
One would think with an aviation-related guest, you would present an aviation-related film.
Indeed, one might, but there could be at least one aeroplane and perhaps even a pterodactylus in tonight's film. That's right, and Tangela says actress Christina Hansen once portrayed a flight attendant in one of her previous films, so there's that. Onward already. Tonight we shall be joined by the president and grand poobah of the Pacific Coast Air Museum, Mr. Dana Hunt. This fantastic facility at the Sonoma County Airport contains 3 acres of fabulous flying machines from the past and present, and is open for all to visit. Dana will tell us about the museum and the origin of his love of flight as we watch Dinosaurus from 1960, starring Ward Ramsey, Paul Luccheda, and the aforementioned Christina. This is a fabulous film about dinosaurs and a caveman released from their suspended animation slumber by underwater explosives. A chilling and plausible tale that could happen this very day. What?
Nothing.
So don't go away, for this to be another night of flying dinosaur fright, right here on Creature Features. Stay tuned. Dana Hunt, do you know if our viewers switched over to Channel 5, they could watch The Jeffersons? Or if they switched to Channel 7, they could watch Starsky and Hutch? Or if they switched to Channel 9, they could watch Monty Python's Flying Circus? But they're sitting here with us. You know why? Because they're wonderful, that's why.
Absolutely, Vincent. I totally agree.
How
a
are you,
wonderful
sir?
audience.
How are you?
I'm doing well. I feel very grounded right now.
Yes, well, you're not up in the air flying a plane.
You know, some days you just got to sit down and take it easy.
You are much more brave than I am because I once signed up for flight school, and when they told me this would involve actually flying an aeroplane, I resigned. No, well, I just wanted to learn how to fly. I didn't want to actually do it, and that's apparently one of the prerequisites of flight school is you have to actually eventually agree to fly.
Yes, you actually have to agree to fly the airplane and
Right,
operate
right.
all the
So,
controls.
no, I just wanted to be like a technical pilot where I'd be like, in theory, I'd be like a theoretical pilot where it's like I know how to do it. And if the zombie apocalypse comes, I could be the one that flies a helicopter, right?
That could be true.
without having to previously fly a helicopter.
There are people that sit on the ground and don't fly the aircraft, but they fly the aircraft.
Oh, like a drone type
Something like that.
thing.
Yes.
No.
I think that would suit you perfectly.
I should buy a drone, but I'd probably crash it into things.
Well, that's what flight simulators are for.
True. But it'd still be an expensive hobby. Anyways, welcome to the show. We've got Dana Hunt. How do I describe you? You're a museum curator. You're an airplane dude. What else do you do?
Well, I'm a kind of a jack of all trades, or maybe a man with too many hobbies.
Oh, that's all right.
Yes, not only am I the president of the Pacific Coast Air Museum, but I also make films. I also do improv. I do photography, and I work with the California Theater.
Now, do you ever do this all at the same time?
I did try to clone myself one time. It failed miserably.
No,
So-
cloning. I think cloning is actually missing the W's instead of clowning.
Yes.
It's cloning. Bring
very
in the
much so.
clones. Right?
Bring in the clones.
So you've
indeed.
been doing this forever, though. Your father.
Yes, so I grew up in aviation. I can argue that I was born on the runway, though I cannot prove it.
Right.
My father is a pilot and happens to own a couple of aircraft. One of them that I grew up around was called a Grumman Albatross. It's
I Googled this, and this is a fantastic. It's a huge
yes,
aeroplane.
it's a very big twin-engine seaplane. In fact, here's a fun fact trivia for you folks. He is actually the pilot in the Expendables.
The pilot in the Expendables.
Yes, he flies the Grumman Albatross in the first Expendables.
Oh, wow. I'll have to watch that movie again. That's the one with Clint Eastwood and...
Yes.
No.
Way back when. Who knows
back
when,
Right. We'll have to check that. All right. Well, what do you say we go ahead and start Dinosaurus?
I'm excited
And
for it.
let's watch out for planes in this movie. Right?
I'm scanning the skies.
There we go. All right. Off we go, Dinosaurus. We shall see you on the other side of the break. So this film is done by Jack Harris, fantastic producer who did The Blob. Mm-hmm. But they were originally going to have Steve McQueen be the star of this film too.
The Steve McQueen.
The Steve McQueen, who was The Blob. But he was so difficult to work with in The Blob that they said no. Right? They said no. So Steve McQueen goes off to do Bullet or something like that, right? Did you ever see Bullet?
I did. I
a
did
good
see
film.
Bullet. I know. That's one of my favorite.
Severely lacking in airplanes, though.
I know. They need to do better on their
More
airplane
airplanes.
chase.
I think he
scenes.
should have done the jump off the San Francisco street into the back of an aeroplane. That would be a Mission Impossible thing, though. What's his head? The guy, the Mission Impossible guy, Tom Cruise?
Yes.
He does his own stunts.
Oh. Yeah.
Unfortunately, also does his own acting. Anyways, we're with Dana Hunt, if you're just joining us, and he is an airplane guy. You run the museum over there, Pacific Coast Air Museum, which I've been to more than once, and you have some fantastic things there.
Yes, so we have over 40 aircraft on display. We were established in 1989. My father was actually the very first president. And 35 years later, here I am as the president.
You're the so did they give you a sash when you become president that you must wear?
No, it's much more low key than that. We have our board of directors just kind of sit in the room and then stay quiet as who wants to be president, and then all fingers went to me. So
well, that's nice. No. Well, at least you did not have to arm wrestle for the position, right?
not even. It's like walking into a wrestling match and your opponent is.
Well, you know why? When the roof leaks or something like that, you're the one that gets the 3 a.m. telephone call, right?
Oh, yeah. Well, we're actually trying to fix that right now. So we have our big Butler hangar with a bunch of holes in the roof, and our plan over the next year or so is
What is a Butler hangar?
Well, so if you come to our museum, it's the big, giant, roundish hangar that has nothing in it right now.
This is the one that was in Mad. How many Mads in
Four Mads.
Four Mads.
Yeah.
World where the bloke flies a plane right through it, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Interesting fact of trivia about that is he only did it once, and he told the guys, "I'm never doing that again." He had about a foot and a half of clearance on each side of his wing.
That's insane.
Yeah.
My goodness.
So, and we actually do have an aircraft similar to that one in our collection that we are in process of restoring.
So this is open 4 days a week.
So we are open Wednesday through Sunday, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m.
Right. And it's that's a wonderful place. You should go see. I've been, Tangela's been. I think Tangela caused a little trouble there. We won't chat about that at the moment. But
Yes.
perhaps we'll have a clip to show later. But and it's a fantastic museum, and all these planes, you can actually touch them if you are so inclined.
Their history you can touch.
History you could touch. All right, speaking of history, let's get back to ancient history and see Dinosaurus, right?
Back to the film, I guess.
All right, back to the movie, and we will see you soon. Bye. Hello friends, Tangela and I would like to take a moment to compel you to join Creature Features TV. It is our new streaming service that offers you early access to Creature Features from your computer or your favorite set-top device. You can see the full archive of Creature Feature episodes, movies we've yet to present on the show, a library of items from the original program, plus many other items you won't find anywhere else. Your small yet generous subscription fee not only supports the operation of the service, but actually helps finance the creation of our show. It's a very inexpensive way to ensure that we'll be able to continue producing Creature Features for years to come. Not to mention it'll keep Tangela out of making mischief and wreaking havoc in the village as well. So please visit creaturefeaturestv.com to learn more. And thank you so much for your support. You do cause trouble.
This portion of Creature Features is brought to you by CreatureFeatureStore.com, the official merchandiser of Creature Feature accessories.
You know, Tangela, you should begin reading TV Guide more often because there's all kinds of information in here that you might find useful. Like, here's a review of a TV show that no longer exists. And then here's an application for a credit card. And oh, look, you could get jewelry through TV Guide as well. See? TV Guide, it's like Encyclopedia Britannica, but smaller. Oh, be nice, Mr. Livingston. Anyways, so welcome back to the show. Data stepped away for a moment. I think he went to get an aeroplane.
I hope not.
No, he's bringing in an aeroplane. He will take the wings off and scoot it through the large pantry entry.
Or he'll bring a model, perhaps.
A model. No, that would be more apropos. Yes,
Apropos.
I agree. But in the meantime, let's do some mail because you send us mail. And if you send us mail, it is our obligation to take a look at it and read it, right?
Right.
Let's do it. What do you got?
Eugene Breedlove from Jefferson, Ohio, sends us a letter and a gift.
A letter and a gift, Eugene Breedlove. It actually made it to us by just saying Bodega Bay. He didn't even remember the name of the show. Oh, look at this. This looks official. Oh, it's a money order.
Rarely see those.
Look at this. It's a money order for $40 American. How generous. I love it. Thank you so much. That'll probably go to Hendrew's Bandage Fund, but we need to refill that a bit, right?
Yes, indeed.
It's getting low. All right, so he says, number 1, Creature Features TV. Number 2, CreatureFeatures.com. Number 3, support Creature Features. And, of course, to join, Vince, any money left, take the little hot chick. I think he's talking about you. No, maybe he's talking about you.
I'd rather think not.
And the big guy out for a beer. I'm 69, and me and the wife have been together for right away when I got out of high school. We were both 17 years old. Oh, my goodness. and we're still together. And one of those love at first sight things. And she still is just as pretty to me. Love you guys. Thanks a lot. And thank you, Eugene. That's an absolutely generous gift, and we hope you and the wife are doing well. Next up, Mr. Livingston.
Andrew Bayless from North Reddington Beach, Florida.
Andrew Bayless. He goes, Dear Creature Features, my name is Andrew. I live in North Reddington Beach, Florida. Your show is awesome. Have you guys been to Florida before? I have. I think Tangela has. And Livingston.
Once or twice.
Once or twice. If so, could you please have Tangela give me some tips on how to catch a skunk ape? What in God's name is a skunk ape? No.
She would seem to know what that is.
No, I think it's Bigfoot is what it is. But they call them skunk
Bigwood
apes.
South?
Bigfoot South. Yes, maybe. They're a local breed of Sasquatch, and I've been trying to get some hair from one for a Chinese herbal formula. Also, when is that sitcom of yours coming out? Best of wishes to you all. Well, we don't know what to do about the skunk ape, but as far as our sitcom, we need to make more money first, right?
Yes.
This is expensive to do that. Anyways, thanks for writing, Andrew, and we hope things are wonderful in Florida. Next up, Mr. Livingston.
Very interesting package from Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico?
Juan Soto.
Oh, pass it to me. Juan Soto, we've heard from Juan before.
I don't
we
know.
not?
I don't recall.
Maybe he's on the chat. We see him on the Saturday night chats. All right, so what we got here? We've got, oh my goodness, somebody's going to be quite happy with this one. Has she seen it yet?
Not quite.
All right, he goes, hello from Puerto Rico. Enclosed as a thank you note is a custom figure of Tangela made by me. The top is open so you can take the figure out. Enjoy, and thank you for your time, Juan Soto. And no, I'm not the baseball player. He also included this wonderful illustration. Did you see this?
Yes, that's quite well done.
It's very nicely done. I like the way he did my hair. I wish my hairdresser could make my hair look. Oh, look at this. Let me see.
An action figure.
That looks like you.
The Tangela action figure.
Let me see.
With weapons.
I want to show the camera. Look at the back. Tangela action figure. Look, it's got the hair. It's got a victim. It's got a spear. And the optional pack will come with a frying pan and a rolling pin, right?
And the pictures on the back.
And look, it's got the same photo on the back. These are wonderful. You know, Juan, you have to send us the electronic version of this so I can put it on our YouTube, right?
Indeed.
Right. All right. Well, thank you so much, Juan. This will go in a place of honor in Tangela's room, I'm sure. Anything else?
That's it.
That's it for mail. If you'd like to send us mail of your own, go to Hello Creature Features. It's a website that shows you just how to send us your gifts in the mail or an email. Or if you want to send us a money order for $40, right?
If you wish.
That's right. All right, we'll be right back soon. Let's get back to Dinosaurus, and we'll see you on the other side of the break. Hello, friends. We just want to remind you that we've got a new YouTube channel called CF Extras, which stands for Creature Feature Extras, right? That makes the most sense. Anyways, that's where we put all the extra stuff. We have the movies on our main channel and the extra bonus material that you won't see on the regular channel, on the new channel. So go to cfextras.com and sign up today. It's free. It's free, right?
Indeed.
No, it should be free, because if we charge for this, then that would be absolutely silly, would it not? We'll see you at Creature Features Extras. See you soon. Dana Hunt, airplane dude extraordinaire. Do you know that the Twilight Zone actually pinched portions of this film for some of the episodes that they did?
I was going to say, those two dinosaurs look very familiar.
Now, you know, they look like the one that's in Land of the Lost. Mm-hmm. Grumpy.
Yeah.
Right. We've had Kathy Coleman on here from Land of the Lost. You ever watch Land of the Lost when you were small?
I don't think I did ever see that.
That's the saddest thing I've heard all day.
Oh,
That's a
well,
wonderful program. I mean, maybe not for adults, but if you were a child at one time, which I assume you were,
at one time.
that show was like the perfect little boy show because it was like dinosaurs and pretty young girls.
Well, I never watched Land of Lost, but I did watch The Land Before Time.
That is an animated film, is it not? Mm-hmm. Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, I could never do cartoons for some reason. I don't know why. I appreciate the work that goes in animation, but I could not do it.
I like to live in the real world.
That's right, real world. You have another job that you do involving airplanes. What is this?
So my 9 to 5 is basically maintaining a fleet of aircraft, mostly warbirds for a private owner.
An entire fleet?
An entire fleet. Yeah, we have about, I'd say, close to 7 aircraft.
Good Lord, you could declare war on a small nation.
Probably could. We couldn't get them all up in the air because 2 of them are under restoration. So they haven't flown yet, but they're getting close.
No, well, you have to restore them before you fly them.
Absolutely. And these are some real beauties here. I would bet dollars to donuts they would put a smile on Mr. Livingston's face.
He does not smile too frequently.
No,
so,
he doesn't.
It would have to be a large wager. And if you could do it, we'd all like to see it. Because why? You think he likes old planes, or you would take him up inside of it?
He's a classic-looking fellow, and I think he would admire a classic-looking aircraft.
He is a classic-looking fellow. Although, I've seen him drive a Yugo before.
Oh, my.
Right. No, I never could understand that. You think a man like him would be driving a Rolls-Royce or something like this. I mean, he drives mine.
Well, speaking of a Rolls-Royce, one of the aircraft just happens to be a P-51 Mustang, which has
a Rolls-Royce engine.
Merlin engine.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no. Rolls-Royce made wonderful engines, and then the German airplanes, they had what? Volkswagen engines? No. Mercedes-Benz engines.
Yes.
In fact, that's what Mercedes-Benz did prior to making automobiles, apparently, I'm told.
Mm-hmm.
That's why their logo looks like a propeller. Right. Amazing.
Nice little trivia for you.
That's right.
Yes. And I believe Tangella would also like the P-51 Mustang.
You might want to keep Tangella away from any aeroplanes you have for good reason.
Oh.
She's trouble.
Does she have a record?
She has multiple records. It's longer than my arm. Both arms. All right. Let's get back to the film, and then when we come back, I want to hear some more about some of the items you have in the museum.
Absolutely.
All right, off we go to Dinosaurus. Don't be scared, children. They're fake. See you soon.
Hey, this is pretty cool, man. This is just like the old 90s Elvira show in a way, except it's a lot better. But, I'm quite enjoying it. Thank you. I dig it big time. And the call-in thing is pretty awesome, too. I love the whole thing. Thank you. Bye.
Hello, this is Livingston. Apparently, one of my newly acquired domestic duties is to request help for our show financially by asking you to visit our Patreon page. Your generosity will help keep Creature Features on the air, which I'm not entirely sure is a good thing. However, with only a few dollars a month from you, your kindness will allow us to continue creating new programming each week, which apparently some of you curiously enjoy. And should you have the desire to give even more, you might even receive a gift from Ms. Tangella. I think not. Please visit the website below to learn more. Thank you.
Welcome back to the show. If you're just joining us, I don't know what to say. I mean, somebody who comes in this late in a show. You've missed all the good parts. There might be one or two left, but most of the good ones. You missed Dana doing his impersonation of a person impersonating an impersonator, which was most impressive. And you missed the flight lesson that we had. Everyone watching knows how to fly a plane now, except for you. So next time, show up on time.
You did pass.
That's right. No, but I will not go up, as I once said. All right, so Dinosaurus, this film, inspired a comic book of all things.
Of all things.
Of all things. And Mark's Toys made a series of small action figures that had the dinosaur and the caveman. You know, most of our viewers don't know that the dinosaurs and the cavemen did not exist at the same time.
That caveman, though, is very friendly.
No, he looks like one of the Three Stooges, or he looks like a conglomeration of all Three Stooges into one.
I could see that.
Right.
You know, I got to commend the people on this island. You know, these big dinosaurs show up, and they're just not afraid.
You know, dinosaurs are common on most islands. Most people don't know this. Right. No. It's like the way dinosaurs... Because islands were made from volcanoes, and volcanoes are... You always see pictures of volcanoes with dinosaurs, so it makes sense to some degree. Especially if it's out Jurassic Park, right?
I know.
I would visit Jurassic Park, but I would wear a helmet if I went.
You know, I could understand that roar from that T-Rex because he was freezing beforehand.
That's right. Mm-hmm. Good thing. So, your museum, what's probably your favorite plane or the best plane to go see?
Man, that is a real tough one. You know, just like dinosaurs, these things are old relics from time gone by here.
Right.
I could point out two of them for you. I'll point out one of our earliest ones is our F-8 Crusader.
Right.
This is one that we actually got from San Francisco. Used to be in a park on 19th Avenue. Kids used to play on it and everything.
Right.
Well, the city wanted to get rid of it, and so the Navy offered it to us. We turned them down 3 times before we finally said yes. And
why did you turn them down?
Well, it was if you were to see the picture of it when we first got it, it was just a bunch of graffiti. It was missing parts. We're like, how are we ever going to restore this? But we dug our heels in and we said, you know what? Yes, we'll take it. And about a year later, we had a full restoration done. And the Navy was so happy with us. They're like, would you like an F-14 Tomcat? Would you like an A-6 Intruder? How about an F-16? And so that started our huge collection.
And that plane is still there.
That plane is still there. It has gone through its second restoration now. It's in the colors of its last squadron that it was in. So that's one. The other aircraft I would point out is our newest acquisition, which is our FA-18 Hornet that we happened to get from another museum who lost their support from the Marines. So they had to get rid of some airplanes because they were downsizing. So we were next on the list. And we got...
nice. That sounds like a deadly aircraft.
A very deadly aircraft. Right. Yes. It's
what year would that have been?
It would have been in the 70s. Yeah, it's an early model aircraft.
Right.
And they're still flying them today, but they're called the Super Hornet, so they're a longer version and much more modified.
And as it being a Hornet, does it have an actual stinger on the rear side?
One could argue it might have a stinger on it, but people would point out to you, oh, that's just the tail hook for when it lands in the carrier.
The tail hook, I know this. This is the right. No, I once had an automobile with a tail hook.
Yes.
No, actually, it was that rod in the middle of the car that just fell.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, we happened to get that aircraft at the same time that a famous movie was having a sequel. So.
Which movie?
Well, let's just say there might be a gun and a top in it, and then if you switch them around.
Was it Tom Cruise?
Yes, Tom Cruise.
You know he
the
does
very
his own
same.
Stunts.
He does his own stunts and his own acting, as you pointed out.
That's right. All right, I'm getting the signal. We're gonna get back to this film, and when we come back, we're gonna need to get websites and all that stuff. So we'll get all that next. But first, let's get back to Dinosaurus. See you soon.
This portion of Creature Features is brought to you by CreatureFeatureStore.com, the official merchandiser of Creature Feature accessories.
Not today, urchin.
You know, Dana, this dinosaur roar that they've used has been used in many, many other films. It's like the sound designer created the ultimate dinosaur roar.
I heard it's just as popular as the Wilhelm scream.
Oh, not the Wilhelm scream. You know, that's been overused a bit.
Yes, very much so.
You know, there's another thing called Castle Thunder. And when you show like a haunted house movie or cartoon, it's the same thunder sound every single time. It's called Castle Thunder. It came from Frankenstein. They did it, and it's been reused a million times. And if you listen to it, you can tell it's low quality audio. It's all scratchy sounding and stuff.
I believe it appears in this film.
Oh, it does? Well, that would make sense, right? They used something and they contributed something, right? That's how the world works. Anyways, big events coming up at your museum.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Well, so
Tell me.
throughout the year, we put on different events. Probably one of our most popular is called Hot Dog Thursday.
Hot Dog Thursday.
Hot Dog Thursday.
Is this where you have hot dog pilots doing stunts?
No, a bit more tame than that. From April to October, the first Thursday of the month, we do Hot Dog Thursday. You can come in and get a hot dog, chips, and a drink for about $10, and that goes from 11:30 to 1:30. The great thing about it is you can bring the whole family in. You can sometimes bring the animals.
Oh, so it's like free entry if you buy a hot dog.
Exactly.
Oh.
And we'll have some special guest aircraft there each month, and these are the cream of the crop.
I could not comprehend what made that so special, but the fact that you can go in and walk around the facility with a hot dog in your hand.
Well,
makes
Vincent,
it worth the price of admission, right?
Let me ask you this. When's the last time you had lunch under the wing of an F-18 Hornet?
1968.
So you could relive your dream once again.
No, I've never done that. No. What I'd like to do of a F-16 Hornet, is that what you said?
F-18 Hornet.
F-18 Hornet is I would like to play a banjo.
You could very well do that. It
Play a
is
banjo
there and available for that.
using a hot dog. It'd be wonderful.
I like it.
No, it'd be a new sound that I would develop. It'd be like a slide guitar, but different.
Well, in addition to Hot Dog Thursday, we also do Open Cockpit Saturdays, which are the third Saturday in the month, I think, except for April and November and December.
And this is like open mic night where non-pilots could get in the plane and fly them
Something
in the
like
sky,
that.
right?
So what we do is we'll open up the cockpits to a select few of our aircraft to let you peek inside and see the
all right.
the inner workings.
All right.
Some of the aircraft are on loan from the
So
Navy.
you took the keys out.
We
to
did take the
prevent-
keys out
yes.
and the batteries, so you can't start the engines or take off.
Right, that
But
makes sense.
for the ones that we actually own, we
And the
let
bombs,
you sit in them.
you disabled the bombs.
Maybe.
All right.
Or maybe not.
No, well, it's
I don't know.
you would know, I think.
I would know, but maybe I don't know.
No, somebody might blow themselves up, and it would come on a report on your desk.
Trust me, the kids will find any switch to flip.
Today, a man with a hot dog and a banjo blew up.
Exactly. Yeah. So some aircraft you can sit in, some aircraft you can't. It's just it depends on if we own it or if it's on loan from the military. Right. And then of course our big event for the year, we do our car show, our Wheels and Wings car show, which will be on September 20th.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Usually around September time. It took the place of our air show, which we used to do.
Right.
But no more.
No more. All right. So let's go ahead and wrap up this film. And then when we come back, we'll find out what you are going to be doing next in your own career. Right?
Let's do it.
Off we go to the end of Dinosaurus. Don't go away, because if you do, you won't know how it ends, will you? And that ends Dinosaurus. How'd you like it? Was it better the second time? You know, we showed this film once 2 years ago, and most people liked it, and a small minority said, no, this is a terrible film. I don't know why. It's a well-made film. It's fun. It's action-packed.
Take into account it was made in 1960.
And the end was questionable.
Yeah.
It literally had
A
question mark at the end. So you know that a part 2 is coming someday. It's taken them a while to get around to it, but eventually there shall be a sequel because of that question mark. Mm-hmm. Maybe. Who knows? Anyways, how do we find out more about your museum?
Well, you may you can go online and visit us at www.pacificcoastairmuseum.org.
PacificCoastAirMuseum.org.
Mm-hmm.
And
like I
org
said,
means it's an organic facility.
yes,
Right?
yes,
Yeah.
there are plants that grow there.
Right,
Yes.
right. No, these things happen.
Mhm.
So, you're open all year long.
Yes, we are open all year long on Wednesday through Sunday, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m.
So, Monday and Tuesday is when you're off to war with the planes. The planes are being used
Yes.
for combat.
We do rent them out, and they do run missions on Monday and Tuesday, but we do
Right.
have them back and in their same spot on Wednesday.
That's important. And the engines are removed for safety.
Yep, it's a whole
The
operation.
batteries and the bombs are disabled, but it's for the safety of the visitors, right?
Absolutely. Our entirely run volunteers. I mean, they
And
do
then
wonderful
hopefully
work.
you don't have the likes of her running around causing trouble. You cause too much trouble. No, you are a troublesome entity.
Let's not get into
No,
specifics.
you know, she's fine around the shops and stuff, you know, she'll cause a little bit of trouble around shops. But if you put her near aircraft that carry nuclear missiles, this is not a good combination.
Very mischievous one you have here.
That's right. All right, well, thank you so much for coming, Dana. We hope you'll join us again next time you're in Bodega Bay.
Absolutely. Thank you, Vincent. Yes.
And as far as you guys go, thank you so much for staying up and watching Dinosaurus with us. You know, you could have been watching some of those other TV shows I mentioned prior, but instead you stayed with us. And we're funnier than Monty Python anyways, aren't we? We'll see you next week, and don't forget, we love you. Bye-bye. So, Dana, you know, I'm thinking with you doing events at your facility, what if we were to conduct a creature feature type event there?
Yeah. I don't think anyone's going to show up.